What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Justin here, and here's me wishing everyone here in advance happy Halloween. And yes, we get a new banner, all our new Halloween units. It's very, very exciting. But before that, you can see over here there is now the Halloween theme. It looks pretty dope. And then over here you can see it's changed from Arena to Colosseum. In the past it's named Arena. And yeah, just enjoying the theme over here on this new user interface. But aside from this, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna break down and see if the latest banner over here, let us go over to news. Alright, not really very familiar with the new icons yet, so I haven't. Okay, so over here, featured summon. I think this is the one. No, this is not the one. Oh, sorry, should be this one. No, this is King's Glaive. What am I doing? Alright, there we go. Okay, so the featured summon for Halloween this time, first thing to note is that it's going to be limited time only from over here Friday. It's going to be here in half an hour over here in Singapore, from Friday all the way for 2 weeks. So within this 2 weeks, it's only available for 2 weeks. So this is the first thing to note. Alright, so limited time, exactly like the near banner. Okay, so we're gonna break down and see if these units are worth pulling for. Alright, so let's go ahead and dive straight into the review. Okay, so the first unit we're gonna go through is Grimlord Sakura. She's the 5-star going all the way to 6-star. So she's like the prize of the banner. Alright, so she is in summary, she is like it's like a double hand unit that has a lot of magic passive boosts. Alright, so and she's also very, very unique in that sense. Okay, so first and foremost, 5-star to 6-star Grimlord magic damage support. Alright, and then she's a female. Okay, and then her Trust Master is something called Reaver. Alright, her Trust Master, I like units like these where their Trust Masters are best in slots for themselves, so that you do not need to go farm another unit or perhaps pull another unit to get, you know, the appropriate equipment for the unit that you wanna, you know, pull for. So Grimlord Sakura, her Trust Master is Reaver. It's a spear. Alright, gives her 666 HP, 66 MP, 33 attack, 100 magic and 36 spirit. The thing with this spear is that it's two-handed, so that means while holding this, you cannot hold a shield, you cannot hold like anything else. Alright, not that she can hold shields also, but there's an effect which increases her limit burst gauge, gauge 3 per turn. Alright, so that is awesome as well. And then aside from that, oh yeah, this death awaits only affects Sakura, this Grimlord Sakura. Alright, and then there's a damage range as well as accuracy for two-handed weapons, of course. Alright, now if we move on downwards and then we take a look at her stats, okay, it's actually very, very good for her, especially her magic stat at 158. Alright, at 6-star, of course. And highest level stats are listed, but traits are not taken into account. Actual stats may be higher. Alright, and then this is the maximum stat increase, especially magic. We want to take a look at magic. Magic is increased by 30, and then she has an elemental resistance. Alright, so this is pretty awesome. Okay, she has 50% light resistance, 50% fire resistance, and 50% darkness weakness. Alright, and then we take a look at her weapon selection. It's pretty little, pretty small, but then again, her own Trust Master is the spear, so it's really best in slot for her, in my opinion, for now. Alright, and then her armor wise, there is no heavy armor, but we really just need robes actually, and then hats, very good. Okay, so we take a look at her abilities. Right, her abilities are all very, very unique, almost like the CG Sakura we have in JP. Alright, but this is a different style. Okay, so she has dual black magic, and then you see all these skills with Grim. Alright, she has this skill to allow her to cast Grim skills twice in one turn. So it's like dual cast but for Grim skills only over here, Grimlord. alright, which is achieved at level 100 at her maximum rarity, which is 6 star. Alright, so you see all these Grim skills, she can actually dual cast all of these. Alright, so first and foremost, Grim Light, Grim Shock, all these are all sort of like the basic skills. Alright, the ones that really gives her the uniqueness is this skill called Grim Elrich Flames. Alright, fire and dark damage 3 times to one enemy. Alright, and decrease fire and dark resistance for 3 turns to one enemy. So for the very fact that you have dual element in peril, right, is good, but at the same time it's a weakness that you know, comes with this move. Because if let's say the opponent is resistant to fire, and then you have this move, alright, you will still do the dark damage, but then your fire damage is negated in a sense. So I'm not exactly very sure if the dark damage will still go through, but if let's say he's resistant again, this is the question that I want to ask. If let's say I'm resistant to fire, right, and then it says fire and dark damage, I believe like it will just be considered, it will just resist everything. But then again, I just want to find out from you guys as well whether this will work. But this is apparently one of the this is one of the most unique moves that she has. And then of course she also has auto revive, okay, but this one cannot be dual casted, so that's something to take note. And also not to mention, like, you know, all of her skill icons look very Halloween like, looks very cool, especially the Rise Again icon with like the purple and yellow tinge to it. And then there's Grim Siphon, instant KO to one ally, and then you recover HP and MP 50% for Grim Lord Sakura herself. Soul Barrage, magic damage 2 times with Ignore Spirit 50% to all enemies, so at least we get some sort of AoE attack with her. Alright, because all these are single target. And then Undying Fervor, alright, increase attack, defense, magic, spirit, break, resistance 100% for 3 turns to all allies. Alright, so your allies cannot be broken. Alright, and then increase resistance to paralyze and confuse for 3 turns to all allies. Very important that we get the paralyze and the confuse in this in all in one move. Alright, so it's sort of like a, in fact the attack, defense, magic and spirit break, right, it's sort of like quite good already. And then they include in a resistance to paralyze and confuse. And confuse is actually like, it's very good. Like if let's say you guys go and fight, like if you guys haven't cleared a Echidna or something like that, this would be very awesome. Yeah. And then we also have Sacrificial Barrier. Alright, increase defense, spirit 100% for 3 turns to all allies. Increase fire resistance 50% for 3 turns to all allies at the cost of decreasing HP to 1 to caster. Now if let's say you guys are at 2 HP and then you use this move, it will still go down to 1 HP. So that is, you cannot kill yourself with this move, so that's pretty awesome. Alright, after you use this move and then you just heal back up with your healer. Okay. And then let's take a look at her passives. Her passives are where like she just goes off the roof. Alright, if you guys are familiar with the term TDB, TDH, it's called True Double Hand. Alright, Grimlord Sakura has this you know, this skill in her kit that is like True Double Hand as well. But okay, let's just go through the traits and then you guys will see. Alright, increase MP 20%, increase resistance to poison, sleep and disease. I would definitely hope that, oh there we go, actually it's here. I wanted to say have resistance to confuse, but okay, but it's here. Okay, so essentially she has resistance to silence, confuse, poison, sleep and disease, which is like super awesome. No petrify, but that's alright. And then you see over here, Heart of Darkness, increase equipment HP 50% when single wielding a one-handed or two-handed weapon. Alright, so meaning when you equip her own TM on her, you increase her HP by 50% just by single wielding. Alright, so this is super awesome. And then you increase magic by 30%. She has a 30% innate trait. And then she has increased 20% spirit, 20% MP. And then enigmatic, increase equipment, magic and spirit 100% when single wielding a one-handed or two-handed weapon, which is And then she also has increased magic damage against humans, demons, and undeads. If you guys are familiar with this, this is actually X-Death's move kit, whereby his magic increases damage against humans as well, which is super good as to why X-Death is really good, because his magic damage has killer abilities in it. And then over here, increase magic 30% when equipped with a fire weapon, and increase HP 30% when equipped with a dark weapon, meaning that if you go ahead and equip her own TM to her, if you include all of these passives into her kit, alright, she has a passive of 160% magic just by equipping her own Trustmaster to herself. Alright, so this is something that is really very awesome on Grimlord Sakura. It's something like if you equip Onion Sword on Onion Knight, but that is not as impactful as equipping Reaper, alright, not as impactful as equipping Reaver on Grimlord Sakura. If you guys play Dota 2, you guys know what Reaver is, Heart of Tarask. But that was just like, okay. But anyways, she also has these magics that she can dual cast as well. Thunder Jar, alright, very awesome. Increasing lightning damage with every use, alright. And of course, while all of this, right, she seals the entire package with her, where's her limit burst? There we go. Her limit burst is damn good, alright. At the basic form of 6 stars, right, she has magic damage 4.2 to all enemies, and you increase magic 150% for the next turn to caster. But if let's say you go ahead and max it out, it's magic damage 6.6 to all enemies, and then you increase magic 270% for the next turn to the caster. Now this is next level, guys. This brings me so much memories with CG Sakura on the Japan side. I think they will go very well together, and if in the event that we really get CG Sakura next time, it'll be very awesome to have both of them together. Alright, so that is Grimlord Sakura. If you guys happen to be able to pull her, super awesome. Alright, let's move on to the 4-star bases. Alright, Pirate Jake as well as Illusionist Nicole. First off, let's take a look at Pirate Jake. The first thing we take a look at is it's from a 4-star going to 6-star. He's a physical damage dealer. Alright, he's a male, and then his Trustmaster is Jake's Pirate Ring. It gives you 20 defense and 20 spirit, and then the effect is Pirate Soul, which allows 25% HP increase LB gauge 1 per turn, and increase LB gauge fill rate by 20%. Now this is super awesome. We are all very used to Asha's Talisman on our tanks, and now we have a new accessory that we can use, which is Jake's Pirate Ring. This is gonna be our new best in slot, simply because of the 25% HP increase. That is already very good. It doesn't give you exactly, 20% defense, 10% defense or 10% spirit, but then again it's added to your base defense and spirit. Alright, so it will still magnify the defense when you use things like Patriotic Recall, something like that. And then if you guys happen to be able to use things like Thirst for Survival, which is what's her name? Crow's TM. Alright, you will still amplify it will still give you some base stat. Alright, so this is very awesome. Alright, Pirate Soul, the 25% HP as I mentioned, and then you still can increase LB gauge 1 per turn. So moves like, when you guys use units like what do you call that? Not Minfilia, the 5-star base. The girl with the cat ears. I suddenly can't recall her name. I can't recall her name. The FF14 character. Yeah, the cat ears girl. I know that I will recall it later when I end the video. It's always like this. Okay, but anyways, on your tanks, on your healers, okay, this will be like the new best in slot item, and it's on a 4-star base. Alright, but of course Asha's Talisman is still good, it being a 3-star base. Alright, we take a look at the stats. Okay, at 155 attack is actually one of the best 4-star bases around that you can use for a physical damage dealer. The problem comes when you take a look at his equipment. Alright, you can see that he can hold swords, but he cannot have heavy armor, meaning that you cannot use Dark Knight Soul. So that's pretty sad. And then his weapon selection is pretty it's not bad, but I'm very sad that he cannot hold heavy armor. But then again, I mean, you take a look at his sprite, it doesn't look like someone that will have heavy armor on him. But his sprite is actually pretty dope. I mean, it has the octopus here, and then I suppose one is a gun and one is a sword. That's why he can dual wield one sword and one gun. Alright, so take a look at his kit. He has monk, which he can steal stuff because he's a pirate. Awesome. Shock laser, escape battle, alright, sneaky little. And then flame laser, walk the plank, physical damage, increase. Alright, so he has a attack and defense debuff. Alright, so he can break, but the problem is that it's not an attack and magic, it's attack and defense. So that's something to take note. Lightning physical damage 2 times to all enemies. Decrease lightning resistance 50% for 3 turns to all allies. Alright. So this is pretty interesting. You have a lightning in peril on him as well. Okay. And then you have a vast Métis. Protect 1 ally from physical damage, 100% with damage mitigation, 50% physical, 50% magic for 3 turns. Now what is this question mark? Confirmation needed. So this is not a plus chop. Alright. And then the problem with him, aside from him not being able to hold heavy armor, is also this move called ha 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 let's dance. Alright, chance to protect 1 female ally. So if let's say you guys have a female in your team, you really do not want your physical damage dealer to be protecting the female. For example, if I have Ayaka, alright, or I have some female healer, I have Refia, I definitely don't want my healer to get hit as well. But the thing is, if I have any other female on the team, for example like Agrius, alright, and then like he will cover Agrius, so it's like kind of weird that this will happen. But anyways, aside from that, he has also this move, Feed the Fishes, physical damage. It's decrease water resistance 50% for 3 turns to 1 enemy. So just when I look at this, right, the first thing that popped in my head, I'm sure a lot of you will also think like, oh my god, this guy would be like perfect for Tidus. Well, I'm not 100% sure if it will chain, but from what I read, they said that apparently this will chain with Tidus. But we'll find out in about 10 minutes after I end this video and try to pull for the 4-star bases on this banner, because the 4-star bases are super good. Alright. And then decrease water resistance. Okay, I already said that. So if let's say he's able to, like chain with Tidus, would be super awesome. Alright, and then X marks the spot. Increase HP, spirit. Alright, super awesome. Increase attack. And then he has this chance to ignore fatal damage 30% when HP is above 50%. Now, chances are not very high, but at least you have a chance. Okay, I'm the captain now. Increase attack 30% when equipped with a gun, and increase HP 30% when equipped with a sword. So this is the dilemma we have. Alright, if you equip with a sword to get this HP 30%, and then he does not have the ability to equip heavy armor, alright, we cannot use Dark Knight Soul. And then if let's say you go ahead and sacrifice the gun slot, you're sacrificing 30% attack. So he will be sort of a headache to be able to best in slot, sort of. And there we go. Aye. Allow use of sword and guns in both hands except two-handed weapons. So increase attack 80% when HP drops below 60%, and increase defense 80% when HP drops below 60%. So these are all very good passives that he has. If let's say he drops below a certain HP threshold. Alright, so and we get a limit burst, unleash the Kraken, water physical damage, decrease water resistance. Alright, so if you max this out, he will be able to decrease water resistance 74%. But if you guys have Tidus can decrease water resistance 100%. So if you guys already have him, I think this would be unnecessary in a sense. Alright. Of course, if let's say you guys have additional Tidus's, you can definitely put on Brotherhood on him, which is pretty dope because it's a water elemental weapon, so you can, you know, like do some elemental chaining and then debuff the water resistance at the same time for additional damage. And then he also has some very very good those sort of drop rate, you know, those thief stuff. Okay, we can boost rate of items dropped by enemies, and then he has X marks the spot, he has booty, all this stuff. Really really awesome for you when you go out and hunt your crysts, alright, farm for your crysts and stuff. So he's pretty good, alright. And then we move on to Illusionist Nicole. Now Illusionist Nicole is a support unit, alright. He is male, alright. And then we take a look at his Trust Master. It's MP 45 and Magic 25, gives auto refresh, recover MP 5% a turn, and then auto limit, which increases LB gauge. Alright, so this is more or less best in slot for himself as well. Alright, we take a look at his skill kit. Alright, over here we take a look at his stats. HP, MP, magic, all around his MP is, I mean, it's expected for a support unit, but okay, I think his main point is that not in his stats but in his skill kit. So but before that, let's look at his weapons. Alright, daggers, staffs, rods, throwing weapons, and fist. Alright, there you can hold light shields, hats, ropes. Okay, so at least you can hold ropes. Okay, so let's take a look at his abilities. Alright, he has Disenchant, remove all status if it's a AoE, no, it's a single target dispel, and also has magic damage to it. And Illusion Doppelganger, alright, it can apply a 2 physical damage taken negation for 3 turns to 1 ally. Alright, so right off the bat you can see that most of his moves and his kit is sort of like you know, applying it on your tank so that your tank takes the hit but doesn't get damaged. Alright, and then we have Illusion Terrifying Visions. Alright, take note that all of these moves has illusion in the front of it. Alright, decrease attack and magic 45% for 2 turns to 1 enemy. Alright, inflict confuse 30% to 1 enemy. So this is really awesome because he can break the enemy's attack and magic. Alright, and it's the offensive combo, meaning attack and magic together, like Warrior of Light, for 2 turns. And you can dual cast this because of this move, Master Illusionist. Use illusion skills twice in 1 turn. Okay, and Illusion Redirect. Now this is the OP move that Illusionist Nicole has. Chance to protect all allies from physical damage, 100% with damage mitigation, 30% physical, 30% magic for 2 turns to 1 ally. But this requires confirmation because 100% is more or less quite, I would call it quite OP lah. You know, like, cause it's confirmed protect. But so imagine right now, right, I have a full evade Warrior of Light. So imagine I ask my friend to, hey, if I do not have, you know, like the evasion stuff, I can call my friend to, you know, set up an evasion tank. And then I have Illusionist Nicole here. I go ahead and use Illusionist Nicole to apply this buff on the tank. It'll be like super awesome. And then at the same time, while I use this, right, this AoE cover move, alright, if let's say I turn my tank into an AoE cover, alright, and then at the same time I have a Illusion Doppelganger on it, it'll be like double whammy. I mean, although Warrior of Light has an AoE cover already, this one is 100%, while the AoE cover on Warrior of Light is not 100%. If I remember correctly, I think it's like 50% or something like that. So if it's 100%, it'll be like super awesome. Okay, I hope it stays this way. And then he has Illusion Phantasmal Forces, magic damage 2 times with consecutive damage increase to 1 enemy. So I think it's a maximum of 6 times multiplier. Alright, and then his traits, he has Absorb MP, Illusionist Guise. Alright, increase magic 30% when you equip with a hat, Spirit 30% when you equip with clothes. Alright, so not exactly the best passives, alright, because I'm hoping it's more of a rope kind of thing, because clothes at the end of the day is not as I mean, it's good, but And then use Phantasmal Ward at the start of the turn. What's Phantasmal Ward? Phantasmal Ward, there we go. Chance to counter physical damage taken from all allies except caster. Alright. So there we go. And then Power of Deception, increase MP and magic by 30%. So he has 60% magic increase in his kit, but his base magic is not very good. So I will say that he's sort of a very niche character, whereby if you need him, he will be super OP, but if you do not need him, he will be in the bench, of course. So yeah, this is Illusionist Nicole. Then we take a look at his magic. He has Blizzaga, Watergar, Imperil, decrease resistance 20%, alright. Osmos, okay, Bar Blizzara and Bar Watera, and he has Meteor in his kit as well. Okay. His limit burst is a heal, alright. If you increase it, he increases the heal and the multiplier. And it has a MP recovery as well for 3 turns. So HP and MP recovery for 3 turns. Alright, and you negate 2 physical damage taken for 3 turns to all allies. Now this is the main thing of this LB, alright. This limit burst will allow you to negate 2 physical damage taken for 3 turns to all allies. So this is something like the Esper that we're gonna get in the future, whereby you can allow all of our allies to negate some sort of physical damage being taken. So this, as I mentioned, this is very niche, alright. If you need him, he'll be super good. So alright, the first thing that you're gonna note is that that I noted was that he takes a lot of Divine Crystals to evolve, so that's very awesome because we always have a lot of Divine Crystals. Please give us more Prismatic Horns. Alright, and then that's Illusionist Nicole. Now, let's take a look at Black Cat Lid. Alright, she's not a new unit, but she gets a 6-star upgrade over here as well as enhancements. Okay, so first thing you're gonna notice in Black Cat Lid is that while at her 6-star form, I mean at 5-star she used to be like the best damage dealer like of all time. Alright, Ultimate Blow, this was the move that we all loved when she was at her 5-star base. Alright, physical damage 2.5 times with ignore defense 35% to one enemy. Alright, so this is super awesome. But at her 6-star form, alright, what does she get? She gets Weakening Scratch, okay, physical damage 2.5 times to one enemy, and decrease all elements resistance 40% for 3 turns to one enemy. So it does damage, and then it does an Imperil for all elements for 40%. Alright, so this is pretty dope in itself already. And she gets dual cast also. And what exactly can she dual cast? Alright, let's take a look here. Deep Protect, the Shell, Batandaga, Protect Guard, Shelga. I mean, not exactly stuff that I want to dual cast, unless I'm in a very tight spot. Alright, that I need to cast Protect Guard and Shell Guard at the same time. Yeah, and let's take a look here at the passives as well. At 6-star, she gets Sturdy Cat, increased 20% defense and increase resistance to poison and paralyze 100%. Okay, and she gets Lucky Cat as well, chance to evade physical damage taken by 10% and chance to ignore fatal damage of 90% when HP is above 50%. So this is actually pretty good. Like it's definitely better than Jake's one. And then she has Nature Protector, so she gets a bunch of Demon Killer, Undead Killer, and what do you call that? Robot Killer. So yeah, and then her her ability Awakening, of course. Hex Strike. This would be good. This I would totally not increase this. Ultimate Blow, alright. This is the one that we're looking for. Physical damage 3 times with ignore defense 50% to one enemy, meaning it's a 6 times multiplier. Okay, and then she gets a Sturdy Cat. This is her passive enhancement as well. At maximum level, increase HP 50% and defense 50%. So this is really, really good. Nature Protector, increase physical damage against demons, undeads, and mechanical monsters. Increase 100% when equipped with a hammer. Wow! Okay, so actually with her enhancements, she's actually pretty good. but without enhancements, I probably wouldn't use her. I would say that she's more of a unit that you will use if, let's say, you guys out there who uses Firion often, the 3-star going to 6-star. Alright, if let's say you guys you realize that some of her killers out here, Firion doesn't have. So if you're fighting demons, undeads, and mechanical monsters, I would highly recommend you guys go ahead and enhance Black Cat Lid over here if you guys do not have any other unit to use. And the best part is that she's a 3-star base going up to 6-star now. So really awesome. And then her sprite looks really awesome with all the pumpkins floating around her as well. She's really cute. So this is the banner itself. Alright. Wow, it's been a half an hour video. So I hope you guys like the review over here, going through all the units. And definitely let me know in the comment section down below if you guys will be pulling for this banner. At the end of the day, should you pull on this banner, you ask me, I say yes. Although we do not get any you know, particular bonuses or that kind of stuff, we do get a lot of units that are exclusive and their TMRs are really worth farming for. Black Cat Lid, I forgot to tell you guys about TM. It's Cat Hat, MP 25, Defense 15, Magic 20, Spirit 20, and you have resistance against silence. Alright, it's not the best TM out there, but it's the only TM that gives you so many stats in one hat. Alright, gives you resistance to silence as well. Okay, so at the end of the day, I would definitely say try to go out for Pirate Jake, as well as you know, get a couple of Black Cat Lids. If there's you guys, I will get probably 2 or 3 Black Cat Lids to see if they chain well and that kind of stuff. And of course, 100% hammer. There we go, hammer, increase attack. I will definitely try to put Ruggles TM on her. Alright, that will be pretty dope. And then Illusionist Nicole is pretty good. Definitely want to try to get one of him in order to play around with the Illusionist moves. Okay, and if you guys are not whales and you guys get Grimlord Sakura, congratulations to you, 恭喜恭喜. Okay, it's super awesome. Okay, so once again, thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys are pulling for these units. Alright, and definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And thanks a lot for watching, and catch you guys very soon. Take care. Bye.